Welcome to the Land House channel. I'm Seth. This is a ram pump. It's a water pump that does not need fuel or electricity to operate, only flowing, falling water. It has a drive pipe which brings water to the pump and a delivery pipe which takes water uphill. Both of those have to have water in them in order for the pump to operate. Now there's a few reasons why these pipes would not have water in them. The first one I think is the most obvious, and that's because you have just installed the pump. The initial install where your pipes are just placed and they don't have any water in them. Another reason would be every couple of months silt will build up in these pipes, and it's good to disconnect them and drain them out, and that would also pull the water out. And then lastly is if you're just starting the pump up for the next season and you have to get the water back in the pipes. So I have spent many hours over the past 10 years trying to fill up the drive pipe and then also filling up the delivery pipe. The drive pipe is often an issue because there are raises and dips and you have to get the air bubbles pulled out of that pipe. The delivery pipe isn't quite as bad. You just have to sit here and manually press the waste valve until that pipe fills up. I've got a better way. Let's connect a drill pump and fill up the drive pipe, change valve locations, and then fill up the delivery pipe. It should save a ton of time. We just had a very large rain, and I think there is some silt in my drive pipe, and I know there's some silt in my delivery pipe. So let's go ahead and open this. It's gonna cycle, but there is a bit of debris stuck in there. So we will simulate having an empty drive pipe and an empty delivery pipe. So what I'm going to do is close off the delivery pipe, which currently is full. I'm gonna open up this valve, or this union. I'm going to open up the delivery valve and let the water flow back out. It's probably going to be dirty. Let's see what it looks like here. Yeah, a bit of dirt in there. This bucket is my source water, or where the drive pipe pulls water from, and I have drained it for the purpose of this video. Now this is just an example. Normally what I would do is have this water going into this right here, and it would fill up that pipe. But for this example, I'm going to leave this out, and we'll have this bucket drained so I can show you how the drill pump is going to bring water into this bucket. As you can see, the drive pipe is empty, and so is the delivery pipe. I'm going to go ahead and connect this as if it were my initial install. In order to fill up the drive pipe and the delivery pipe, I'm going to be using a drill pump. This is a tiny pump that has a rubber wheel inside. When a drill attaches to this side, it will pull water out of the creek here and put it into my ram pump waste valve using this side right here. So basically, I will have this end of this garden hose into my creek. I will attach this end to this garden hose, and it's got a 1-inch adapter here, and that will fill up the pump. So let's go ahead and step down here and see how well this is going to work. This end of my garden hose is going to screw into the waste valve. Doesn't have to be super tight, just enough to make a good seal in there. The other end of the garden hose is going to connect here to the drill pump. This pipe's going to be in the water down here. I've got my drill. I'm going to attach it to the drill pump here. Now these pumps aren't really meant to be used without water in them, so I'm going to get a little bit of water in the end of my pump. Get that primed, and now I can simply stick the pipe into the water and begin filling up the pipes. So what I want to do is first close my delivery pipe, and this is simply going to be filling up the drive pipe. As you can see, the drive pipe is now full of water. Now to get back to our example, I'm going to replace my incoming water here, and we will get back to work down here at the pump. We now know that the drive pipe is full of water and that side of the pump is ready to operate. Let me show you an example of that real quick. I'm going to remove this from the drive pipe. Now if I keep the delivery pipe going uphill closed, I can turn on the drive pipe, and it won't take long before this right here will start cycling on its own. It's going to start building up pressure inside of the pressure tank, and that's how the ram pump is supposed to look whenever it's operating. However, the delivery pipe is empty. So as soon as I open this valve, the pump is going to stop. So what's happening? Water is bypassing the pump, filling up the delivery pipe to match the source water. Now normally I would have to sit here and click this a bunch of times, 100 times or more, to fill up that delivery pipe enough that it has back pressure on the pump here. So instead of doing this 100 times to fill that pipe up, what I'm going to do is replace that drill pump. I'm going to close the drive pipe and keep the delivery pipe open and fill that side of the pump. Once again, I'm going to attach the drill to the drill pump, and I'm going to begin pumping water up the delivery pipe. I'm going to sit here for a moment until I know that pipe has lots of water in it, and it should make this go much smoother than having to click that valve over and over again. What we would like to see here is me opening up the drive pipe and having enough water to keep this system going. Not quite high enough, it would seem. I just followed the delivery pipe up the hill and realized that it had filled up about the first 120 feet or so. And so I need to go a little bit further before it has enough back pressure in order to keep this pump going. So let's pump a little bit more. That was a lot of water going up the hill. Let's see if it was sufficient to keep this thing going. That's a good sign. I can see the water level right here in the tank moving back and forth, which means it is pushing a bit of pressure now, and it seems to be working on its own. As you can see, the drill pump has filled up the drive pipe and filled up the delivery pipe, so I did not have to sit here and somehow siphon water into the drive pipe, or I didn't have to manually click the valve 100 times or more to fill up that delivery pipe. So, that being said, you can pick up one of these drill pumps to make your life way easier when installing a ram pump, and it just uses a standard drill to operate. I'll have a link to that drill pump in the description down below. I purchased that on Amazon, and then I'll have a link to the 4 different sizes of ram pump from my website. I'll have that link in the description down below as well. Special shout out to WorkbenchZ, who suggested putting the drill pump here on the waste valve. I'll have a link to his channel down below as well. I'm Seth with Land to House, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.